Black man hungry. Hey, this is Steve Copeland. You hear my voice? Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. Steve Copeland from the. Okay. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. But I put it in there. I just came on a little bit to talk about where I'm at. Um, I did get some great news today. I finally was able to talk to like the commander, the captain, and it felt good. It felt good because I was able to talk to them about some of the things that I've been going through. And now that I got their permission, I said permission, I ain't mean that one. Attention. I do feel a lot better. I said I do. Why this password ain't coming in? Should have popped up. For me to get in this phone. I don't know, y'all. It's just, and I don't want to sound like confusing or anything, because y'all know me. Y'all know. One, I try to keep it real, and I hate even using that word "try," because the goal is, you stand for something or you fall for anything, and that's not where I want to be at. I stand firm on my beliefs. And it's not to hurt nobody. I just hate the fact when I need people the most because of what I do. It just makes me feel like don't nobody really care. So I don't know if it's me, and God knows if it's me. Come on, y'all need to cut that out. Because anybody that know me, I ain't no evil nasty dude. And I had to explain to my son just now and my daughter. See, they don't normally see me like interacting with stuff. So that was really, really weird to them in a sense. But what I was trying to explain to my daughter right yesterday that the people you was talking to was, I'm gonna say, part of my biggest. I know, Van, but you know what? That's what really hurts me because, and my baby Lady J, because I tell people about Lady J, and I love what she doing. She told me the truth, which I had already been saying it, but it was like when she said it, it was more confirmed. If you understand what I'm saying, and in a way, you know how you don't want to believe it, but it's there. So it takes time for stuff to kick in with me. But then when it do, keep in mind, I'll go the opposite way. And that's what I be trying to share with these new cops. I'm not saying your law isn't right. Don't do that. But to me, it's like from my experience and what I do, you go in contrary to the things that I do as a person that focus on solutions. So the thing is, you can't keep feeding me. And I understand it's your law. But you can't, right here now, you can't feed that. I feel like you personally attacking me. Because one, I try to help people understand this mission is not my journey. This is something that God put me on. So you can't come in and try to maneuver whatever. Because the way God got it, I stay like this. And if you don't believe in what I believe in, or you're not on the mission like I am, it's okay. But don't get mad at me. So the good part, right? And I can't really think of their titles, but it was more like captain and commander, somewhere along that line, right? And when I seen them come through, I'm like, where y'all going? Because I've been looking for at least the heavyset one. Well, he's not heavy, but he got his stuff on, right? And I started, and the guy that I talked to the other day, that's the guy that does the work in the community. So now I know. They told me connect with him. So we got it now. And this is what I'm going to say the captain or the commander was saying. This is a merge between me and the guy. Because I need that. We need somebody that's like taking on the community. So I'm trying to let him know as we was talking and everything. I said, man, look, I drove the tractor trailer for 33 years. So anything we want to do to like turn the community around and all that type of stuff, let's go for it. You already know, Van, I'm in the solution mode. And now that I got his attention, I feel a little bit uncomfortable. Because it's like this internal investigation thing. Let it go. After that lady and Ham, look, I'm only trying to help them understand. Please do not come to me, right? And it's like you pushing your stuff on me. And that's going to make me explode. Because I have to stand where I'm at. Because I feel like this is order. So I have to do what God put there. And you can't try to get me to sway here. You can't try to get me to sway there. So if you're going to be a part of what we do in the community and stuff, you have to be more like-minded. And that's the best word I can find for it. You have to be like-minded. Once again, I do not want to make my circle pretty big. Now, I just text Cherie Rogers, and I told her, I said, I need you. Cherie Rogers, her program is standing strong. But now, mind you, I don't want her to stop doing what she's doing with them and other, nonprofit organizations. I want y'all all together. If we're going to work on one accord, let's work on it. And the goal is to try all of us, mainly your nonprofits. When it comes to that, whatever funding we can get for you to continue working in the community, that's what I want us to do. So with Cherie is a hard worker. And I just want her to know, I need you. Because I know where you at. And anybody that she feel like is a part of what she do, as long as they doing the right things for them, that's no problem. So I sent her that message to let her know I need you. Because I know the great work she's doing around the city with the Hispanic people and everything. So basically, I want them more so we can start decreasing the destruction that's going on in our communities. Now, St. Francis, they up at Reservoir Hill. So we already partner. And I need something to put that information on where I could send it around more. And this is Reservoir Hill. And I talked with a lady today, and I asked her, the lady that I met down at the course today, she managed about 100 properties. Now, and I think she said her grandfather does a lot what I do too. So I said, tell your grandfather I need him. Now, they do a lot of work down in Brooklyn and stuff. That's fine. Once again, that's me saying I need like-minded people in my life. Now, they don't do Section 8 because I think it's mostly apartments or whatever they do. So they don't do Section 8. But they do low-income housing. So that's where I'm at. And then when she told me about her grandfather and the stuff he do, and I'm looking at everything we looking at putting together. Well, not putting together, but I'm going to say put together because my business proposal is straight. My goal is to just download and print out everything so that way I can start making packages for the people that we will meet that wants to invest because I have to show them this process. Now, my housing, because so far I got 2 and I'm working on the 3rd. So I want to use this as an example because I love the way the guy put it. He said we moving them from the tiny house to the big house. That means a place of their own. And I loved it when he said that. Now, mind you, if you're a mother with about 3, 4, 5 kids, now right now we might not have a place to put y'all in, but the way I'm looking at it, if we can get you in a low-income house, a PRP is going to be assigned to you. Because this way, whoever assigned to you can help you understand the importance of being responsible and being productive. And the reason why I hesitated, because I think the lady was saying, this is some of the stuff they trying to do down in Brooklyn. But now, whether it's in Brooklyn or in Baltimore City, we're going to be on the same accord. Now, like I said, my clients, the people that's in my program, will have the first option to buy a house. Now, mind you, everybody ain't gonna go there. But for the most part, we're gonna put you into your own place and all of that. Now I heard Christina got vouchers. So I know she got vouchers. I should be able to get vouchers. I just sometimes for me I try to work around doing things with the city. Cause I don't want you to dictate basically how I need to do my business. So if you're going to work with me with Section 8 vouchers, thank you. Because what'll happen is now I know that we can do more landlord-tenant stuff with that. Section 8, some of the vouchers that they have, homeless services, and even Section 8, I don't mind if I have to do a nonprofit. Make sure I say that right. For let me see which one. The Section 8 is rental, basically, or say like a government building or something like that. I don't know if they get in on them on Section 8. No, because the Section 8, just to think about it, is landlord tenant. So for a lot of apartment buildings around here, like high senior citizen buildings, excuse me, y'all, and some of them, some of your senior citizen buildings is letting families move in. So now, because I know that, I would love to get with some of them that have like 3-4 bedrooms. If it's not a house itself. But the goal is to put the people that reaches out to strengthening the community for help. We can offer them the help. So that's why I'm looking at the director of homeless services, and I am going to go down to, a Journey Mile Home. But see, my thing is, please don't come with me with the red tape stuff that works more against people than help them. That's what I don't want to do. Now, if you get into your low income place or your Section 8 and you're not being responsible, productive, and all that type of stuff, and if you get put back out, that's not on me. Because I'm going to give you the proper help to help y'all maintain that lifestyle, as far as moving on. And I'm telling you, my whole thing is meeting people that, I'm going to say, have property abundant. There's something hanging out. I'm telling y'all. I'm ready to go for it. Now I got to call my guy back to see, do he have like rental properties or know somebody that have rental properties that's willing to work with me just to house our homeless people. Now, this is what I said I'm not going to do no more. In my personal housing program, if people dealing with schizophrenia, bipolar, and all that type of stuff, I can't bring you in my house program. I can't. And I talked to the security team today, and I told them when I start, we looking at, I want to say 24 hours around the clock service. Somebody might have to be there for all shifts. Whatever shift they have the biggest problem with, that's why I want security to take over. So I talk with these guys, and the way I'm looking at it, y'all, from talking to Harry, and he does construction, and he does, he said I think he got 2 or 3 assisted living programs. So that's what we're going to do with the homeless and the less fortunate people, the ones that need watched over and need medicated and stuff like that. So they need somebody to watch them. Now, it's no stipulation. Say like if you want to go out and come back in, it all depends on where we at with that. But I don't want you to stop. Like if you want to go to the park, if you want to go to, I'm gonna say a senior citizen space where you can mingle. If you want to do that, it's okay. But we might give you a time to be back. You got me? That's if you stable enough. But where I'm looking at now, 1631 have all men in it. 1629, sad part about it, I'm trying to think, what's the day, Wednesday? And the reason why I'm saying that, cause y'all know I fixed up that room with the hospital bed. And the next day, I don't know how she got in touch with him, but anyway, she went up to this other girl house. And I told her, I said, if anything happened to her, like her passing away, I said, I'm going to get y'all charged for homicide. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I was trying to keep her away from the guy that she messed with. But she found herself up there. And now, I'm going to show y'all people flips up on me quick. Because I was calling this girl my COC. And then when I called her to ask her, why would you do that? The woman just came home. They wanted to put her on hospice. Why would you invite her up there? And now me and Candy arguing. Out of all that stuff. Because the other girl convinced her to come there so that she can reach out towards another place. But she want them to pay. Well, Candy gonna be the only one that's gonna help pay. So I'm like, why would you do that with this woman in the condition? Now, once again, here goes another day that she didn't have her medication. And for some reason, this person think it's okay. I'm like, do y'all realize if this woman, now I think Wednesday, she's supposed to went Monday, and I believe she's supposed to go Wednesday, and I know she go on Saturdays. But how you going to get a mobile all the way out there? And not only that, I was going to buy her some, you know, new clothes and stuff. So, because we had to throw everything in the back room away. It was like they was living like hoarders. And then the guy going to get mad at me, right? And I'm like, bro, look. If you're going to be a part of me now, mind you, I don't have no problem taking you shopping. I want you to look right when we go out to meetings and stuff like that. Well, guess what? Richard ain't called me, called herself wanting to argue with me, and said the only reason why, Talbot, the only reason why she went out there talking about I threw her stuff away. I said no. She was the one that told me too, because they couldn't wear all that stuff that was in there. And then when Dre lifted the bed up, oh my God. All that stuff was under the bed. The room was stinking. The room smells a lot better now. I got to get my carpet cleaner out or go find a way to get another one. Because I want to clean the rugs and stuff. And I do them myself, right? But if I had to pay somebody to come in and do it, I was going to do that too. I don't know who they talking to, This look like somebody just sent me something, right? John, Michelle, Eric. Oh, so they not referring it to me. Talking about somebody, I found a photo of you and with little kids. Go ahead, dum dum. I used to do foster care. Try that. I don't know why people feel like they need to come on here and joke, joke, joke. I'm checking my other phone. And I'm telling you, I can't say it no more, but it's some amazing things get ready to take place. And I got to get back on track as far as I got to get my house in order. So I got to get rid of a lot of the old. And that's, I mean, it's coming. It's coming. And even though y'all, you know, sometimes think I'm this evil, nasty dude, but my heart is for the people. Now, like I hugged my son, and I was telling my son, do not pay attention to daddy like that. All right, good night. So, I was telling my son because, you know, I get loud. And the only time my kids might see certain things if I'm on my live. And they don't realize if y'all see me crying or going through my little feelings, understand that's good for me. And the reason why I say that, because now I'm able to express myself, where at one point I was a danger. So that's what I'm saying, right? So I don't want no man, don't get it wrong, because of your ego, your pride, and the way we grew up, man ain't supposed to cry, man ain't supposed to this. And I'm kind of looking at it too with a lot of our children. Yeah, try that. And I'm kind of looking at it too. God dang it. The black men. The black men. And I was talking to some people today. Y'all know it was a time where they kept the black man away from the family. Safe Streets is on the streets. That's your black men. Your kings. And I was sharing that today. Show your kids some love. Embrace your kids. I love you. And then if it's sincere, they'll feel it from your spirit. And I was telling the guy today that you know how they wear their uniforms and say like they want to come in the cities and do like community walks and stuff. My thing is dressed down. Because they going to look at y'all and be like, who's these people right here? With a lot of little stuff like that, right? I said, y'all got to understand, they don't trust y'all. You got to look at all the killings that took place by police, people being beat up by police, people being robbed. So my thing is, you got to build the faith and trust back in the community. You got to. And I'm telling y'all, it's like, look, the guy I was talking to, I didn't know that was the guy that they gave me the phone number to reach out to. So we talking. And he was telling me something about when they do community meetings, it's only about 5 that might show up. Well, basically what you have to do, you like with Communities United, once I talk with them and we get a better understanding where you need us the most, it's just coming in and helping you to gain control over your community again. And I got this security team now. And with them, like I was telling them, when we start when I start doing the assistant living type stuff, I might need y'all to come around. As far as, say, like we need somebody from 11 at night to 7 in the morning. Or we need, it all depends on where it's more troubling at. Then we'll use security. And I told him, I said, I need y'all. Because when we start rolling like this, we're going to need them. And I'm like, when we get to that point, like when we get ready to have our big meeting, I would like for them to come out so they can be a part of what we're doing. And the thing is to give them a contract. Now, what I'm more concerned about, I'm going to say my own housing. But this time, when I put people into my programs, I might deal with you with like depression or PTSD. But if you bipolar, schizophrenic, and all of that, I can't do it. I can't. So those are the people that I will send to like, I guess it's assisted living. Yeah, because I was trying to think of something, but the assisted living program. I just want to make sure my back is covered this time. And now, because I was going to say not certified, but I'm trying to get something else with it. And it has a lot to do with what I'm thinking about safety right now. And I told y'all I'm a thinker. See, my mind, right, when I'm looking at certain things, ways and means for us to come out, my mind go because I'm, looking for ways and means to make sure everything run right, if you got me. So, I feel good about this. And talking with, I'm going to mess the levels up, right? The commander and stuff like that. They took a picture of all the daggone ID numbers and names I got. The guy took a picture so he can check into it. And he took it on the other side too. So now I got people who I've been really reaching out to, mainly to help me with this right here. Because Officer Ham, you screwed up yesterday, woman. And did my 19-year-old son over there crying? Because I'm trying to defend my property, my LaTanya Denise Copeland's House of Hope, and they act like they don't understand. And then the white boy gonna tell me now, I know he did. The first time he told Dre, because the front door went locked, to go around the back and kick the door in. And then he's gonna say he didn't tell him that. Yes, you did. Talking about, I said do what you had to do. Oh, you know what you were saying. You gonna switch it up. And I told him, I said, you gonna get my door fixed. He was like, because when his phone was off, so it was more like, there ain't no problem. You know what I mean? But then you gonna turn around and come at me again? And then get his boy permission again to knock that back door in. Do y'all know how I felt? I felt raped. Now, I don't know what it is, but I felt violated. And I felt like I was too powerless to do anything about it. And I couldn't believe, it's like I'm telling y'all, this is my business, this is my business, this is my business. Wasn't none of them clicking. Wasn't none of it clicking. And that's what was getting me. And that's what made me go into my war zone. And I told the police, I said, I can't believe this. You gonna tell, like my client with mental issues, And y'all believe more than him than you do me. So I went back to the judge. And I wanted to find her. And I said, I think you was the last one that gave me the second one for him, which they were supposed to have capped him at least 48 hours, because it's 24 hours like a day. So now, this time, they supposed to keep him, if they do get him, for 72 hours. But somebody had some poor miscommunication, because you're not looking at my paper that they giving you to give to him. I mean, so he can be diagnosed. That boy sat up there and told the physician and the police a bunch of lies, and he never told them he was in the housing program. So it's like these people with the misinformation. And I'm going to tell y'all, the lieutenant came out. He was like, "Come here, I need to speak to you." I took him in the house, showed him my little setup and with a camera room at. And he said, "Can you stop screaming at my people?" I said, "Man, that's my passion." And you will look at it. Now that, I'm going to tell you, that made me mad. Because, and I hope y'all kind of get me, this is my business, right? And when you violate that, it feels like you, in a sense, raping me or taking from me. And I am going to fight you. And when I do that, I do this. So it's nothing you say from your law side, from what y'all was taught as polices, don't have nothing to do with this. I done had so many polices came out and escorted people out. So don't tell me what you can't do. And any seasoned person, right, say like they've been on the force, maybe like 25 years or something, and they know all about recovery programs. And guess what? Normally, if I need somebody and somebody like that come in, they'll tell them pack a bag and go. Pack your stuff and go. So y'all telling me you can't do this, you can't do that, and I know you can. It says it right on the computer. And my thing, for some of them, even though they was taught the law this way, you need to dig more into it. Mainly with the landlord-tenant stuff. 60 days. And if you say you trying to collect your money, so you're giving them 60 days to do it. And do y'all realize, if you pay that landlord his back money or money you owe, he can still have you evicted. And you already paid him. But it's still in that time frame. And people don't know that. A guy that was there today with his sister, they was asking for help. I got a couple that came in today. I showed them the back room. I said, if y'all want to switch it up to the front room, it doesn't matter. If you like the front room better, that's fine. If you want to do the back room, that's fine. Whichever part y'all want. If y'all know somebody that's like, I don't want to say confined to a bed, but need a hospital bed, the room, because what I'm going to do with the other room that Candy was in, I'm going to put it in the back room. So whoever come in, if they need a hospital bed, then we got it. If you just need a regular twin bed, we got it. But I'm looking at in case somebody do come in, and if they need a hospital bed, it's right there. It's right there with it has a TV, it got everything in it. So I'm just looking at if you can't go up and down them steps, then we'll get you a potty. I just hate the fact that all that work I did to get Candy kind of situated. Why would you take her out this house or ask her to come? Just the second day, she been without her medication. And I think she go to dialysis on Wednesday too. I know she goes Saturdays. Then she's supposed to went Monday. And it's either Wednesday and then they go back to Saturday. And the mobility supposed to come to that house. Why would you do that? And then when she left, she had a white jumper on, like a sweatsuit that they gave her from the hospital. And they gave her blood thinner. So her lip was bleeding and she got, stains all on it. She ain't got a coat because she moved too fast before I can ever get these things done. Which they sent the Uber for to go out Joppa. And I told her, I said, if anything happened, like she started using it again and go back out, or this time she used it, she died, I said, if I get a whiff of it, like from the hospital or something, I'm going to have him arrested. Why would y'all do that? So, I'm looking at all the work we put in. So it's like people been, you know how you do what you do, then people want to slip in with their own bull jump. But rather than looking at how this can really hurt her, she focusing on some money to move somewhere else. But her livelihood is not that important to you. So I'm going to get ready to get off. My sleeping pills kicking in. And I need it. I don't know y'all, but after all this is said and done, and my house is back at peace, I'm going somewhere and get me a nice massage or bubble bath. The jacuzzi. I have never, ever, in my years of doing this, had nobody come at me like that. And they made it seem like what I'm doing for the homeless and the less unfortunate people is not worth it. And I don't want to think like that. And I be questioning God. Because it's coming, stuff is coming and it's coming and it's coming. So I don't know if that's the way for God telling me to back up. I don't feel it. But it's like I'm stuck because I'm not sure. And I don't. If I back up, then that means I'm going to have to turn my back on our people. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. And I'm going to say I'm based right. But it's more like our politicians, the police department, and just to know they've turned their backs on the black community. That's not good. And when I heard P.M. Smith say it, right, for what? Oh God, I could say 207 years. I was trying to get the year back, but he was making a statement to Brandon Scott. It's 70 years. That's why I said I had to get it back. It's 70 years, or a little over 70 years, with, I'm talking about our inner city communities and stuff, just Baltimore inner city, like, it's been over 70 years since the Democratic Party been running this. And he said they running it in the hole. And he kept saying little stuff towards Brandon Scott. And he started saying Mr. Brandon Scott. But I was saying that on some of my stuff, right? Say, hey, so when I seen it, I said, if this man don't sound like me. But now, mind you, he got some great things going for him. But he see what I see when it comes to the inner city people. And when it comes to our politicians not being responsible. So I ain't the only one. I'm just a yeller and a screamer. But if I'm out at a event and they want me to share, no, I don't do things like that. But it's a sense of freedom when I come on this, that it's like you can just vent. And I don't want people to think it's wrong, because we grew up with what happens in the house stays in the house. Well, what's happening in the house, if we got 13, 14 years old being raped, somebody gonna go to jail. So that's the type of stuff I'm looking at for us to put together some stuff to better serve the community, rather than you feeling like the best thing to do is lock them up. Lock them up. Put them behind bars. And if you notice, you go to the zoo, some of the most dangerous animals in there have to be behind bars, and the bars have to be high enough where they can't come out. It's like a prison. And you have to look at your own life. This is how they treat me? Like whenever I do something wrong, it's like my behavior is like animal realistic. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this is what they saying. So now you over prison. Now prisoners do have rights. But then according to the amendments, you back into slavery. And now I realize that. So it's 12:04. I love y'all. I don't want to. I'm gonna get ready to go to sleep. But I was getting ready to say I don't want to stay on here too long. And every time I say that, it ends up being like 3-4 hours. But yeah, I'm gonna rest up. I feel a little better. And I had to do 2 emergency petitions. 2. And I ain't even want to take that route. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to have, if they do release, like, because I'm going back to Dre and the other young guy, because I did the emergency petition. And if somebody let me know when they get ready to let them go, hopefully I can get somebody from Heaven Gates, once they release them, to pick them up, take them to the program. That's why I'm trying to get it like that. Now, I don't mind if you come back to the house, but do not come back to my program without the police. And right now, because Stephanie in there, and I told her, if anybody come banging on this door, do not let them in. I put my name up on the window, If you need me, call me. And I'll just jet on back around it. Police department feel like I'm wasting their times and all this type of stuff. I'm like, well, what is y'all doing? You ain't doing nothing but sitting in your stuff. And we still have over 300 and something murders, homicide. So tell me how great of a job y'all are doing in the inner city. They won't answer. That's why I said they gotta stop challenging me. Even if y'all lock people up, we don't hear about that. As far as calculating wise, we don't hear about it. So this is the little stuff I will challenge them with. When you try to make me think y'all doing such a great job, and I be like, where? We can't tell. And y'all know that makes them mad. Because you want to brag on your job because you got that type of job and you want to brag. And I'm going to pull your card. Well, we have over 300 homicides. For the 8th year? What is y'all doing about that? And then the excuse come behind it, which is, well, see, we don't have enough manpower. I said, yes, y'all do. I said, that's why ceasefire out there. That's why hugs and don't shoot is out there. So is it really the goal of helping to save lives, helping to save lives, or you still stuck on stupid? And I had to stop calling them stupid. I had to stop calling them robots. It's like they reprogrammed. Landlord, tenant, landlord. And look, they just releasing another group, I guess, to get them prepared to come to whatever district, like West, Park Heights, whatever, to do self-destruction with our people again. So I am going to go. Because just say, 43? But anyway, I'm just sitting here thinking about some stuff. Called this law firm to tell them I need your services. And I'm trying to be nice because I know the commander and all of them don't know what their police is out there doing until somebody like myself bring it to their attention. And my thing is, I mean, these people, y'all, and they look at me because I'm a yeller. And when I yell, mainly the way I've been acting towards them is because I cannot, and I said it earlier, I cannot let you pull your laws over here, because what y'all are good at is once a crime has been committed, that's what y'all are good at. But y'all don't have no solutions on how to turn this city around. So that part, I don't like when you come for me like that. Because yes, I'm going to get super louder. And I might start calling you names too, because I did. Like I said, mainly when you coming to me with the dumb stuff. I'm in self-defense mode now. And then I tell you over and over and over what my housing program is about. And you act like it's not sinking. And I realize after a few, you're not the type of person I can talk to. Because I understand you understand your law. But as a civil rights advocate, I know what I know what the laws is too. For you to apply. They don't even know. You can give somebody 72 hours to leave, and after that third day, on the fourth day, you go downtown. And then I think they give them about 4 or something like that once they serve. It's kind of like they're giving you time once again to go. And y'all want to fight this. And the only way I can get the satisfaction, because my stuff is different, the only way I can get the help, you're going to tell me I got to bring you documents. I done gave them to you. Told you what my program is all about. Because it's not federally funded or through the city, they lost. And that's all I got to do. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Just admit to it. Because I had my thing over here, and I just cannot. I know y'all all about, like, the way y'all resolve issues is by killing them dead. And they don't like it when I call them up on it. They want to act like y'all doing such a great job. Not here. Not here. It's just, I want to say a scratch on the surface. It's not sinking. And because of my love and compassion, if you take me that way, yes, I'm going to fight. Because it doesn't coincide with mine. So if you don't understand what to do and how to do it, my thing is stay away. And then y'all gonna tell me I'm not doing my job? Oh, yes, I am. I keep telling them. And I'm only reason why I'm repeating it again, because that's all I've been getting. That's all. And you want me to step over here, I can't. Because y'all represents, like, the commitment of crimes and all of that. But when it comes to this, no. And don't come in here trying to feed me what y'all have learned out there. Because when you do, and I know you did wrong, I'm going to flare up against you. And it's not personal. So, all right, I'm going to get all. Grab me a little bit of sweets. Because when I say I'm tired, I'm physically, mentally drained. Why? Because y'all can't do your job. And it's making us look bad. To see that we got over the 8th year, even though it was a little lowered, 333 homicides. That's not good. So I had reached out to RC to find out, like, how's everything going. I was trying to look for the Arnolds, who donated or was donating was it 5? No, $1 million at first. Then it went to 2, 3. They was paying for 3 more years. And everybody start hollering, right? That's in my privacy. That's this in my privacy. Don't realize that you do not have privacy. Now, say, like, if somebody reports you as selling weed and all this type of stuff, where they smelling weed, and it's inside of a barn, but it's starting to grow out, and once the helicopter come around and they see exactly what the neighbor's talking about, they go get a warrant and come back and arrest you. And see, a lot of people think that's invasion of privacy. And no, no. Oh my God. What is Erica? Was she part Indian or something? And see, nobody reaches out to me for all the work I do. They don't reach out. They don't reach out to the black man. They don't reach out to the black man. And I can't worry about that too much. Nope. Nope. And that's a shame because it helps me to see how a lot of our people don't give a freak about our people. I'm sorry because my voice going up and down. And I'm like, who did I tell it to today? I said, I am so sick and tired of running my mouth. Because for some reason, it's like I'm doing this over and over and over. And not being smart, if you don't have a full understanding of what an assisted living program or transitional housing, that's what I'm going to go to. Don't say nothing. Because we don't, like I keep saying, we do not go through the landlord tenant process. So if you can't listen or step on my side, at least to listen to what I'm saying, you won't understand. It's just like a lot of people jump on here and they want to critique what I do because you don't understand what I do. And do not try to put me in your category because I will come out fighting. That's just who I am. And yes, sometimes it make me look real ugly. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. No, sometimes it makes me look real ugly, but if you know my passion, and I told my son tonight that I'm sorry he had to see that, but I was trying to tell my daughter to back up off of them. Do not listen to them. And the reason why, this time, when my daughter says something, then it goes from landlord tenant to squatters. I'm like, make up your freaking mind. Make up your mind. And then I said something to the white guy. I was like, well, didn't you tell Dre that he could kick in my back door? He gonna try to say no, he didn't. Yes, you did. That back bedroom door, that belongs to somebody else. And you gonna tell him go kick the door in? And don't come at me with you don't have license, you don't have this. Yes, I do. I got my LLC. And that's not what they're looking at. Do not take my kids into that area. And then my kids know what they father do. And they real scared that if I don't shut my mouth, something gonna happen to me. I already know. I already know. But I did not want my kids. You don't turn the cameras on me and then tell my kids like I'm not listening to you. I don't hear you. But you're gonna turn around and tell my kids certain things? and then me and my daughter out there arguing. That's screwed up. But I am gonna let y'all go. I was trying to check my phone too. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. And I'm just glad that we got at least today. Now I hate to run to internal affairs, but I want to teach some people some lessons, who they messing with. That's all. And it's not my fault. I kept telling y'all what I do. Y'all ain't want to listen. So now you going to find out. Good night, y'all, because I need to go to sleep.